Alright, today is another beautiful day to look into Bitcoin and to use this website again to get a reference on where we are right now in the market. One thing I want to say straight up in front is that I have so many encounters right now with people, and we talk about cryptocurrency because that's one thing I'm really interested in, and usually people talk about things that are on their mind. Whenever I share ideas about crypto, which is always coupled together with investment for me, I share those ideas and I try to convince people to put some money aside and put it into anything basically, because if you look back over like a 50-year period, pretty much everything you have is gonna increase in value if you just hold it and just sit still and trust the process of inflation and value appreciation on hard assets. I think Bitcoin falls into this category. We just recently had to share our taxes or issue our taxes, and what came out was that we were able to see how much area of land actually belongs to us and the value of each unit of area. And it was incredible to see the difference between it's square meter, that's how it's called, the square meter value difference of 2010 compared to the square meter value of 2020, which was 450 in 2010 euro per square meter, and 760 is the new value in 20. So we gained a lot of cash basically, which is sitting in this land, in this area that we're just sitting on. And if we just wait and let inflation do its thing, I think the same process is going to happen again in the future. So my main goal is to escape from the dollar, escape from the euro, and get into investments that actually preserve that value over time. Why do I choose Bitcoin? Because I think there isn't anything that is more promising than what we have. And I'm in a situation right now where I'm willing to get exposure to risk in that degree that I don't care if I lose a certain amount of money, but if I gain proportionally much from the risk-reward ratio, then my life in 15 years can be much more better. I don't need the money right now. We don't need the money right now. The difference is in 15 years I might have a family, I might want to build a house, I might have costs that are actually coming in, and I want to get investments right now that look promising 15 years in the future. So we choose things that have a network effect. We choose things that have a longevity to it, and things that are built on consistently or have a great outlook of keeping value and hedging against inflation and against value depreciation, if this is a word even. Alright, if we look at the Fear and Greed Index, we see Bitcoin is in the red again. It's not as bad as we had it at the beginning of this flash crash, if you can call it like that. We had a behavior score of 6 and now we have a score of 24, but we're still in the extreme fear section, and I think this is exactly what we have. The narrative is as bad as it possibly can be. People in Europe will starve to death and a nuclear World War III is coming our way, so it doesn't get much worse than this, and this is usually a great side to invest into some assets. Another thing we have going, I love to see it because it's so simplified and has a long-term outlook and doesn't look at the short noise. We can have the 2-year moving average multiplier. God, it's difficult to read today. And we can see that we are in the green zone still and again. So the green zone down here below the 2-year moving average multiplier has always been a great buying opportunity historically. And what we can see right now, we dipped into it again, we keep staying in it, and this for me is just an incredible time to dollar cost average. If we look back, the last time we had this opportunity, I think this was during the Corona time, where we really had nice prices. Look at this, $5,000 per Bitcoin, that would have been amazing. And of course then, leading to it, we had a rally up to 60k, even higher I think, those aren't the exact numbers. And before that we had a nice opportunity, 3.4k on Bitcoin. If you just take it and dollar cost average into it, it's amazing. Of course, the question is always, can it go lower from here? Sure, it could drop 50% again, but then we would still be in the green area and we would still be in a great buying opportunity. For me, this would just increase my openness to expose to this asset. I think this is a great opportunity. If you look at the fundamentals, Bitcoin is gaining adoption. the way Bitcoin has built its structure is so much better than it was 2017, 2018 in lows. So I'm going to really expect to turn this around as soon as the federal government is stopping to be as hawkish on their approach. To summarize it, I think we're still in a very early time. What's the Bitcoin price right now? Below 20,000. This is absolutely amazing. We're gonna keep dollar cost averaging. I want to encourage you not to do the same, but to think critically about information you're receiving and to see what other people are doing. Like if you know 100 people, none of them invest, and you can average out how much money they have, then you get a picture of what's happening, and then see what changes if you would be the one who invests continuously over an extended period of time. Of course, short term you're gonna gain or lose some money, it doesn't really matter. But the question is, how is your life going to look like when you're 60? You're gonna arrive at 60 anyways, so you better like take steps in order to ensure that your position on growing in age gets better and better every day. This is a multi-dimensional thing. You can start to go to fitness studio, which is what I'm trying to do right now. You can start having a healthier lifestyle. You can start investing in relationships, doing things that are fun to you. Just have a great outlook on the future, and you will realize that your life gets better step by step. And even if you just increase your life quality on 1% each day, what's happening that you have a compound interesting just as you do in investing, and in 10-15 years you're going to be at a place you can't even imagine right now. That's how good it is. So I want to encourage you, don't let people who are just afraid of risks or afraid of new ideas interrupt what you're doing. Keep up the momentum, keep up the consistent learning progress and the approach to better your life, and things will be turning out quite well, I think. Alright, I hope you enjoyed this outlook. I'm looking forward to see where this is going and to see how things are progressing. And yeah, I'm gonna keep looking at those charts. Those are very basic charts. They reduce the noise. They keep it simple and professional and easy and practical. So I'm looking forward to see what's happening next. Enjoy your time.